Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ballchat. Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ballchat Podcast, the show where we review some of the week's major news in the world of football. I am Benton, or as the Americans call it, soccer. I am Benton along with the family. Junior, it's been a while, brother. How you doing?
Before you start with me, Benton, welcome back. And let us say, a win is a win. A win is a win. Somebody don't care what anybody wants to say to me today. A win is a win. Not that.
The man get defensive early. A win is a win. I guess you're referring to Manchester United's victory over Fulham. Yes, at the end of the day, a win is an absolute win. You take them how you can get them, family.
Win is a win. Don't talk.
Don't talk. Big up to all listeners. Hey, Moan, big you up. You will keep the seat warm. You handle the business. Big up to all listeners who join us every week tuning in for Ball Chat. Junior, you held it down, brother. You held it down. You handle it and you cut and got you as an experienced vet in the business. So big up yourself.
Yeah, you know, I have to do my best to imitate you still because, but I'm going to lie, Benton, and come on, say it. Big up, come on, husband, say it too. You set the mark for hosting football podcast. I'm not take back my speech.
All right, football family, I didn't PM off, so just watch yourself. We're not sending no money your way. We're not going to go easy on Manchester United, even if you're talking about sweet. But big up to all listeners. We see you running in, big up yourself. You don't know how we go. Jam-packed show ahead of us today. Controversial issues in the English Premier League. Where, Junior, you have to come defend your league today. You have to defend your number one league, the English Premier League. Controversial issues with Newcastle Arsenal game. We'll talk about VAR. Controversial issue with VAR in La Liga as Iago Aspas and Celta and coach Rafa Benitez cross. Angry and miserable. We'll discuss that and the landscape of VAR in football. Get our family's thoughts on that.
Because over Copa Libertadores to what if a VAR foolishness go on the game the two? So
I think the people them have it out with VAR. What VAR do no? Copa Libertadores VAR issues again, according to the Boca Juniors fans. Fluminense's supporters are quite alright.
No, Gonzo have an argument. The man get buck on them throat, brother. And VAR review it and said, don't no, sir.
Yo, I think the VAR official are probably say, if I win, I want Guns to get a elbow on them short. Alright, football family, we have VAR, get our thoughts in on VAR and the controversial weekend that was Copa Libertadores VAR issue, EPL VAR issue, La Liga VAR issue. We'll discuss Champions League game coming up. Take a look at the big matches coming up in this week's Champions League game. We'll also take a look at Jamaican football. Xavier Gilbert, Reggae Girls coach, will continue for the rest of the year. Judy have a lot to say while I was away. I heard one of the show where he said, boy, Jamaica playing some good football under one Mr. Xavier Gilbert. So we'll discuss that as Xavier Gilbert will continue his tenure as interim coach of the Reggae Girls. We'll also take a look at Ballers and Bugs at the top of the show. You don't know how we do it. Big up to the family running in. And their classical, we're going to touch their classical, but I don't even know if it's a real football game if we really discuss it. AKA Dortmund versus Bayern. Big up, send on the Ballers and Bugs family. Send them on. You know how we do it. We start off with Ballers. Ballers been impressive players. Junior, Ballers of the week, family, we have.
Well, Reggie, big up Reggie. Reggie's Ball of the week is Mr. Harry Kane for his second hat-trick in as many weeks. He's having a ball in the Bundesliga. I agree. Harry Kane get my ball of the week this week. The man play some ball. The brother will play left wing.
It's low hanging fruit. You and Reggie, it's low hanging fruit. He scored 15 goals in 10
This is
games.
a pre
He scored 15 goals in 10 games, the most in the Bundesliga, 10 games. But these are tap-ins, Junior. You could have scored some of them goals there. Some of those goals.
It is a precursor. Come soon drop the sledgehammer. So that's why you call a tease in TV world. Oh, that's a tease. Sledgehammer is coming. Don't worry. When we talk about their classical. But so Harry Kane get my ball of the week. The brother will play left wing for our Man City. The black brother. Buy a ball of the week.
Yeah. Doku, football family.
Buy a ball of the week. Because
Ballchat, not color.
The man skin black. What
we want to say? Jeremy Doku referred to himself as black.
Okay. The darker shade guy that plays left wing. Baller. Buy a ball of the week, that too. But I'll get a more baller.
Football family, big up Reggie. Reggie says, greetings. Ball of the week is Mr. Harry Kane. Junior already highlighted that baller. Send on the ballers and bugs family. Send them on. Jeremy Doku, 4 assists. Yo, the youth is a general. Outstanding display as Man City butter bruise. Yo, send forth the sacrificial lamb. How them get? 6-1, Dortmund get. At 6-1, was it?
But I will tell them to score. You know, say they will probably get 4.
Yeah.
Nobody go score and Pep say, yo, put these 2 more, yeah, man.
Send forth the sacrificial lamb. Bournemouth held it on for a little bit. 6-1 against Jeremy Doku, ball of the week, 4 assists, quadric +1. Ballers and bugs family, big up BM running in, big up yourself family. BM says ball of the week, Jude Bellingham. He's the best English player I've ever seen. Yo, hold on, this Jude Bellingham hype I get carried away. You know? The youth is playing excellent football, but Junior, you are a supporter of the monarch on the crown. And you have been watching English football from your idea, your knee. Is Jude Bellingham the best English player you have ever seen?
No.
Okay.
But he have to do it consistently. He have to be more consistent. We've seen players play at a high level and them burn out quick, right? I mean, Bellingham right now is really no different than Pogba at Juventus. And think about the statement I'm just make. Pogba early at Juventus when he had Pirlo, he had Gattuso. I think Gattuso got it at a later part of I'm life though. I'm age. I'm career was there with him, I think. But no Pirlo was beside him. Bellingham, me say, but I said it weeks ago. When Bellingham is the closest I've seen to looking like Zidane in a Madrid midfield. So that is close to what BM said. But ever, no. He have to do it over a period of time. I remember see him do it when them get a Mbappe or whoever they get to come be a striker. Because he is benefiting from space in that midfield and not having a striker. He is benefiting from that free roam. Let me see when Carlo go take over Brazil job and the next coach come in, can Bellingham continue at this pace? Let me see when you have enough tape on him and teams start adjusting towards him. But he's off to a great start.
Yeah, definitely a great start. Big up to Dalton Stewart. Stewart, welcome. Yo, I was missed. Yo, the people them text me and say, yo, the man them turn Junior on the show in a Manchester United podcast. The man them message me and say, yo, the man turn the show in a Manchester United show. So
lies.
Big up to the family. Dalton Stewart says ballers are Luton and Doku. Luton not stole. They took a 1 point off Liverpool. Liverpool escape with that. Luis Diaz.
Yeah, Luis Diaz get a ball of the week for me too. Yeah.
Yes. Ballers and bug segment. Have to kick this off with have to salute my baller, Luis Diaz. I cannot imagine what this youth is going through. We saw the shirt. Libertad, para Papa, freedom from for Papa. Yo, this thing set away. I mean, the ability to go out and still function. Boy, Junior, I wouldn't do it, you know. I would be in the bushes of Colombia somewhere looking for my father, you know.
Me and brother will get paid millions of dollars. We are fight these are the views of Junior and that Ballchat. They have fired every shot at Colombia and say, hear me now, money a run.
I
Money a
share those
run.
views. So management of Ballchat, I got disagree with us on this one. I can say management holding up the red flag right now, but I share those views. I mean, there are a lot of CIA and former U.S. military youth out the road who belly hungry. Surely, I would hire some of them to go find my father. This Luis Diaz situation, is just crazy. Big up to Dickie Velda on Twitter, who she's been very, very, very vocal, and she burst the story. I'm going to get her Vicky Velda online on Twitter. Check her out. She's been the one in Colombia giving us update on the story. So ball after week to Luis Diaz. Good luck to the family. Hopefully his dad, the man, Mr. Diaz Sr., is found quickly. All right, continue our ballers and bug segment. I know a lot of you Bundesliga and Hurricane fanboys are running around and giving ball of the week to Hurricane. But how can you not give a ball of the week to what Xabi Alonso is doing Bayer Leverkusen? Unbeaten in the Bundesliga, only drop a point against Bayern Munich in a 2-2 tie. Sitting at the summit in this league. Impressive running. I mean, Xabi Alonso might be building his CV for the next big job, which, Real Madrid, you mentioned Carlo Ancelotti. Xabi Alonso, if he impresses with Bayern Leverkusen, I suspect he will be highly considered for that Real Madrid job. So, Alex Grimaldo, defender for Bayer Leverkusen, scored 5 goals. That's more goals than strikers for some teams. Manchester United, come on down. Who's the leading goal scorer for you, brother? So
I know business.
So
Onana.
So Alex Grimaldo and Bayer Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso gets my ball of the week. Bugs family, who do you have?
All right, VAR, simple. And we'll soon talk about it. Arteta just can't seem to be a gracious loser. And there's a time and place and when you can be that guy. And Arteta is still learning when to not be that guy. So I give Arteta that. Did I say VAR? VAR again. Because VAR on the western side of the world, VAR on the eastern side of the world. It no matter. I'll be an idiot sitting on the computer. Some of these decisions, and you know what? We have seen the Ross Barkley handball against Liverpool that led to the Luton goal. We have seen worse given for a penalty. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. Do you remember when Manchester United kicked PSG out of Champions League when Rashford win the penalty, when they try to shoot the ball, and the PSG defender turned him back and jumped for block the ball, and the ball lick him elbow, and the ref said VAR says a penalty. So how we have that now, and then we'll come back to Ross Barkley. Oh, even though his hands were out, he's still in a natural position. He's not making himself big. Look here, if Ross Barkley wears size 28 waist, when he have him hands out like this, he wear 45 waist. He will make himself bigger. I mean, come on, man. It's just stupidity. Bug of the week. Mainz, I think Mainz in Germany.
FC Mainz.
FC Mainz.
FC.
Terminated the contract of I think Anwar, yeah. I said it a couple weeks ago. We're not going to get into politics. We're not going to get into who for side you want to pick and where. But players should be allowed to be humans, right? And if a man want to voice him support for people, regardless of what side you stand on, as long as he's not saying, I'm going to want to say nothing will get flagged on YouTube, but you know the obvious things that can get flagged. As long as he's not saying nothing like that, get him man in freedom for talk. And where are the men? What are the men's players them then? Because if me and teammate, even if me support the next side, brother, me support you, me not play. You can't terminate the man contract. Me not playing. And the sledgehammer now is, what you said earlier, Benton, as Hurricane is playing so great, Bayer Leverkusen is still leading in Bundesliga. I'm going to drop the sledgehammer now. Germany is the best football league in the world. Hey, that's for me on the bug.
Wait, so that's in the bug segment. So you're going.
The sledgehammer drop anyway it want drop it.
So okay. Anwar El Ghazi, yes, posted on social media. Quote, stand for what is right, even it means standing alone. End quote. The loss of my livelihood is nothing when compared to the hell being unleashed on innocent and vulnerable in Gaza. Stop the killing. Boy, this thing around Gaza, and it set away, and it definitely heart goes out to the families, the innocents, and the innocent people who get their life upended by this whole war thing, you know, Jaja. Also, want to find out Vicky Davia on Twitter, or whatever them call it, no, X, formerly Twitter. She's the one who, I mispronounced her name earlier, she's the one who's been highlighting and the issue, the kidnapping, and updating us on the scenario and the situation regarding Luis Diaz's dad. So Vicky Davia on X, big up yourself. Continue to give us update down in Colombia as ELN, boy, them holding Luis Diaz's dad. I don't know. Junior, did they even ask for any ransom, brother?
No, and it, boy, I'm trying to avoid saying it, but you put him out there. After a week, I mean, at some point, reality have to set in, right?
Yeah, the longer these things go on,
and no, there was. I don't think there was any ransom. What last I heard, the police was putting out how much pesos out there to say, yo, leading to information. But I'll tell you something, man. I'm going to stay. I have no intimate knowledge of it. It just feels too quick that they are pinning this on some group.
Okay. So
it feels too. Something just don't feel right with this whole Luis Diaz thing in color. Something don't feel right. Again, I have no intimate knowledge. It's just feel too quick. Worse, they get the mother back, right? But they're gonna get the father, and they just pin it on this group, pin it on this rebel group. And if anybody know the history of Colombia from Escobar days, and if you know about the Delta Black Ops operation in Colombia, if you know about the Los Pepes in Colombia, do your history. It's a little research. You will see some serious things are going on in Colombia. I said just hope Mr. Diaz come out back safe.
Yeah, our sources in Colombia, unidentified sources, always said that he or she always said that the issue with this is that, of course, A, the length of holding is always a concern, and B, the border, Barranquilla, the area where this apparently took place, I think it's Barranquilla, somewhere there. It's not too far from the border, so there's a you know, hopefully we just continue to wish this family well and keep this family in our thoughts, you know, because hopefully a peaceful solution comes of this, you know.
Yeah.
All right, ballers and bugs. Continue our ballers and bugs. If you have ballers, send them on. If you have bugs, send them on. Reggie says bug of the week has to go to PGMOL. And VAR, yet again, they make huge mistakes every week and then have excuses about it later in the week. Shambolic, yet again. Bug of the week for BMJFF. They continue to be a stumbling block in Jamaica's progression. Hey, I think BM just come in a week time for beat JFF, you know. I wonder if it's Raymond Anderson. Raymond Grant. Who I run against Michael Ricketts in the JFF presidential election. Is this
nobody?
Is this Raymond's account BM?
Nobody.
All right, continue ballers and bugs. My bug. We'll move quickly to football roundup. I just want to highlight this bug though. Matt Mizag, or Mizagag. this brother that plays for FC Cincinnati, this brother has received 11 yellow cards this season. 3 of those yellow cards are for actual tackle. The other 8 is for foolishness running off his mouth. FC Cincinnati defeated New York Red Bulls in the MLS playoff. This idiot, on penalty shootout, they defeated FC New York Red Bulls in the playoff. This idiot, Matt, decided to confront the next kicker coming up after him and trash talking. What a horrible sportsman. And he picked up a second yellow card and he'll be out for the next round of football games. And him not even good. It's like it's bad players who have a lot to say. So Matt Miazag, hold this bug of the week and go sit down. In fact, you know what? Squeeze some more of this bug to the entire FC Cincinnati team. They won the game on the safe penalty by Salamentino, their goalkeeper. And then they proceeded to celebrate in front of the New York Red Bulls fans and decided, and then I complained when Sean Debacle licked them and water hit them. How can you be so stupid? You have your fans to celebrate with, but you ran to the New York Red Bulls section and decided to celebrate, and Sean Debacle reached them. So FC Cincinnati players gets the bug of the week. Big up to Coach Pat Noonan, FC Cincinnati head coach, who spoke candidly about it, who said, yo, if you're going to antagonize the people, you decide to get licking at your cloth. You should get licking at your cloth. To paraphrase. All right, let's get to our football roundup. And we always start at the EPL, but Junior, we cannot start anywhere else but this issue that took place with Newcastle versus Arsenal. The game ended 1-1. Junior, before we get into the pasa and the controversial calls, talk to me about the football game itself. Who came out more out of this game, Newcastle or Arsenal?
Newcastle for sure, because you see this. All right, to me, it's bigger. To me, this game is just a subset of a bigger picture. I big up BM, Garfield, big up Garfield. And BM said, when I said Cephas should play for Jamaica, Ballchat called me his agent. No, I'm Raymond Anderson. I'm just a voice of reason. But the Newcastle game, look.
That's actually right, because I did say he's Cephas' agent. I so many people I use BM's account. Raymond Anderson, Cephas' agent.
Yo, wait, all right. So, look, Manchester United is an idiot side, right? It's an idiot side. But when Newcastle goes to Manchester United and win their first game, I think them said them win them first game at Old Trafford, however long or ever, whatever. I use a C side, right? Them use a C team and beat Man U and then turn around and play against Arsenal in a top 4 game. And play against Arsenal in a game that, to me, it was ugly football. It was, the commentators were all going crazy, like, oh, this is what English Premier League is all about. And I'm thinking to myself, no, this is what I had to fight Benton and them Spanish League friends them about when them say Spanish League is better than English League because of games like this. It was wild. It was crazy. Kai Havertz wanted to get a red card from him in the first 5 minutes of the game. And Newcastle players wanted to oblige him to get the red card and also get their own red cards. It was a high-blooded affair. Both coaches showed them youth. In my opinion, both coaches showed their youth in the game. In Eddie Howe and Arteta. They never calmed their teams down going into halftime or coming. I expected one of the coaches to say, look, the referee them are going to halftime and say, well, play crazy football. Come on, change up the style right now. And we go play more calm, play more composed. And the other team, let them come out and go crazy. They might get the red card. Both teams just come out and play crazy the whole time. Make the referees sit down and actually felt like they were fans instead of refereeing the game. With all that being said, Newcastle found a way to get the win. Found a way to get a goal. I think Newcastle, in the grander scheme of things, last year, this is a game them find a way to lose. And we'll come and say, Newcastle isn't ready.
Let's call the Arsenal man and would have said Arsenal, rather than to correct that statement, rather than found a way to win, they got a victory. Junior, in what planet this is not a foul? This Joe Linton push on Gabriel. VAR looked at it. They said it was subjective. There were three big moments regarding the goal, right?
Right.
The ball being out,
right.
Allegedly out. They said they didn't have conclusive evidence. My local camera said looked like that ball is out still, but they said that they didn't have it. They said regarding the offside, they couldn't draw a line because they couldn't see where the ball is. All right. The inconclusive evidence again on those two incidents. Now to this free kick or this foul. And I know I'm actually picking probably the best angle possible. So the New York, the Magpies supporters probably are going to come kill me. But Junior, how is this not a foul though? Joe Linton clearly used Gabriel to gain an advantage. How does this?
All right. Look, this is my problem with VAR. When you look at it real time, and when you look at it in motion, because I'm playing devil's advocate right now. Joel Linton could be
Jeremy Levy says not a foul. Gabriel needs to be stronger.
Right, exactly, and that's where I'm going. You can't sit down and look after the fact and say, yo, you know, so that was a foul. No, Gabriel, brace up yourself and strengthen up yourself some more, man. You're at the 6-yard box, so you do. Brace up yourself. I'll stop when the man at least flash off the man. You can't look at stills because the still look bad. It looked bad, Benton. It looked terrible. And if a foul was called, nobody at Newcastle can complain. Right? But I'm saying this right now. The problem with VAR, when you come back and look at stills, instead of looking at the play within the context of the game, the referees have to be able to make a judgment call based on the context of the game. We don't know what was happening 3 seconds before this. We don't know what happened 3 seconds after this. All we have is a picture. And we are making a judgment call on this picture right now. But back then, referees used to say, if you're using your hand to brace somebody, as long as the referee don't see you straightening your hand, he's not going to say that's a foul. If you go like this and brace, some referees will say, I will let that go because you're not putting your strength on the player. But what if you fall back and go some VAR catch you and do this? They say, no, see man, the straight. No, referee, I foul that. That's the problem with VAR. If you go to the picture before with the ball being out, every Arsenal fan is saying, oh my God, the ball is obviously out. All right, guys, let me teach you guys something about physics. This picture you're looking at is really a two-dimensional picture. That is a 2D picture. When you have a 3-dimensional surface, you have height. You don't have width and length only, you have height. So how do you take the height into consideration? You have to have an overhead picture. That's why I said they don't have another camera. If you have an overhead picture, the ball, look, Benton, look, the ball is like this. This little part is on the grass. You have a little fat part out here, so. The line could be under the fat part, the grass. Look, it's crazy. I don't like doing that, but that is just the truth. So that is the problem with VAR right now. If we are going to make it a mechanical game, let's make it a mechanical game. You don't even need VAR. If you have goal line technology, if the referee have a damn watch, let's say the ball go over the goal line, and on the same goal line that we extend go to the corner flag, why the hell the referee have a watch? Let's say the ball go over the goal line, go over the end line. Why the referee watch stop at the goal post? That is just stupidity. And the man come tell me not about the receiver in the post. Put the receiver in the damn corner flag. It's simple. So, look, the goal score, Arsenal, Nketiah scored 3 last week, and on the Butter Bruiser side last week, he should have scored 1 this week. Move and go and take on the 1 November.
All right, and Arsenal fans, I'll go ahead and just kind of convey sympathy to Arsenal fans. All right, you know, the ball out part of it, I understand that is inconclusive. The offside, there's inconclusive, no evidence. All right, the goal, nah man, the goal thing you're right there, so Joel Linton, when you look at it in real time, it looked like Gabriel did look like a fish diving. It looked like he was late. But when you actually watch the replay, that's a foul. That's
better, suppose the referee interpret that it diving.
Yeah, but apparently the referee says no, this is in the subjective area, so he could have gone one way or the other. So I mean I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Arsenal have other issues that I felt showed itself in this football game. Ultimately, this brother Raya in goal for Arsenal. I don't know if it's really an upgrade over Aaron Ramsdale, because Junior could have caught that ball
easily.
That
catch you with one finger.
Yeah, because I don't know how Raya is. So Mikel Arteta had a lot to say, and rightfully so, after the game. He spoke candidly. He said a whole heap of things. In fact, he probably going to get a serious fine and probably should get suspended. But Raya just doesn't look like a goalkeeper that is an upgrade for me. And I thought he should have taken that football. Arsenal fans, I am sorry. I sympathize with you. Mikel Arteta said, quote, "It's incredible. We have to talk about the result. We have to talk about how the hell this goal stands. I feel embarrassed. It's absolute disgrace. The goal is allowed." He went on to say, "Here, things are not allowed in football. Here are China, or Japan, or Portugal." I don't know why Japan, Portugal, or China forward there. So, Junior, you have anything to say in response to what Mikel Arteta said here?
No, just hold up your checkbook, Mikel. Okay, y'all give some money to charity this week. I'd say Jeremy said, man named Gabriel is weak. Ria is rubbish. Why you change? Who you finish second with? That's a good question. Why you change your goalie who you finish second?
Yeah, I mean, I think the fundamental objective is to try to get a goalkeeper playing from out of the back. It look like they've taken a step forward with the playing out of the back, like Manchester United, and they've taken a step back with the ability to keep ball out of the net, like Manchester United.
Damn foolish.
Arsenal released a statement, Junior. We'll get to Manchester United. Football Club Arsenal released a statement saying the Premier League, a lot of things. They said, quote, "The Premier League is the best league in the world with the best players, coaches and supporters, all whom deserve better. PGMOL urgently needs to address the standard of officiating and focus on action, which moves us all from retrospective analysis and attempted explanation and apologies." Junior, PGMOL has not come out and say anything regarding.
No, because our PGMOL all have to do is just say, "Oh, Arsenal, couple weeks ago, PGMOL got it right when Garnacho scored the goals that could have bring Manchester United ahead of you 2-1." And no, we can't be selective. We cannot be selective. It's either you want it or you don't want it, right? You can't say I want it or I support it only when it benefit me. And that's how this thing works. You're either for or you are against, right? So PGMOL is your best friend a couple weeks ago, right? But this week are your enemy. Well, shut up on the mouth, man. I'll take you one love, B.
Arsenal fans, those are the views of Junior Pringle and not...
well, these are the views that everybody with sense. Let me tell you something. Ty Gill said this one time. What made Fergie great was when Premier League get boring, then Manchester United find a way for win all the time. What make Pep great is when Premier League boring during this time, Man City don't skip a beat. Arteta, go learn for coach.
Big up El Pistolier. El Pistolier says his objective is to change the keeper in the 65th minutes. In 65 minutes, that him Sema. And Junior, Jeremy Levy says Junior Pringle, exactly. Take the one love. Arsenal fans, that aside, the controversial call, they miss Martin Odegaard in this football game.
Benton, why you have to have a PJ boy? Why was Kai Havertz that red carded for that tackle?
Yeah, Kai Havertz and Bruno Guimaraes should have gotten red cards.
But Kai Havertz should have get it first.
Well, all right, Junior. It doesn't matter if one get it first and the other one get it
No,
second.
the game changed. The game Bruno would have get a red card after.
Both of them should have gotten a red card. And to be fair, both of them should have gotten red cards. And to be fair, this is the most work I've seen Kai Havertz done in any team in a very long time. So, Mikel Arteta is getting his $65 million pound worth. All right.
Jeremy says it's not a red tackle. Boy, I see different.
I mean, it's a second. There were two sliding incidents. That was a yellow, and there were other situations where I thought he should have gotten a second yellow, because it's a brother who loves slide and love expose his cleats. So a lazy man tackling them there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Other results in this weekend's EPL action: Forest defeated Aston Villa Junior. That was a bit surprising. Liverpool 1-1 with Luton, another surprise. And other results: Brentford clip West Ham wing. Junior, what result that you want to highlight in this weekend? Sheffield United won their first game.
It have to be Brentford over West Ham, because West Ham cannot say that they were surprised. West Ham has been playing down for the last couple of weeks, and this was the perfect game, albeit that they were playing at Brentford, which is always a tricky game. But West Ham should have had the quality, especially when motivated, to win this game. You have some teams that just cannot afford to drop points against certain teams. David Moyes has been on the hot seat, in my opinion, for the last couple of weeks. So this game should have been a feel-good game for Moyes. It just got hotter. Right? So that game definitely. Like
Libertad para Papa Luis Diaz came on and scored the tying goal for Liverpool. Junior, Luton almost got that one. Very good counter-attacking goal. Why Liverpool with the slow play against Luton?
No, I mean, Luton has enough to offer. All right, what I see from Liverpool, in my opinion, the El Pistolier and all the Liverpool fans, Garfield, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I think Klopp recognizes that he doesn't have the strength in the back four that he had before, when he could afford to play heavy metal football. They are not winning the ball back quickly, right? So you cannot deploy your midfield and your forwards to press high when your back four is playing timid. Trent Arnold is playing timid. Van Dijk is playing timid. So that, to me, explains why Liverpool is playing a more rudimentary or having a more deliberate approach to the games these days. They have to protect themselves against Trent and Van Dijk and company. They just have to. So I think it's smart adjustment from Liverpool. That's what my eyes tell me. Liverpool fans, I'm surprised that Arteta come out the way he did. Yes, he'll lose. But I think Klopp had more to complain about, because that goal that Luton scored, that came from a handball in the box. It was a clear handball. The ball will go towards goal, and Ross Barkley hand out like this, and the ball lick him hand.
Brush him hand, Junior. He brush him hand.
Benton, brush, lick, slide, it don't matter. The ball made contact with his hand towards goal, and the whole Liverpool side just say, yo! And the referee said, play on. And Luton said, yeah, take off. So if I am wondering if Luis Diaz did not score that poetic goal and that goal that is a dedication to his family, and I think that's the reason why Klopp wasn't as animated as he could have been. If Luis Diaz wasn't playing and them never score, even if them score, Klopp will not have a gripe, because for one, this is the nightmare scenario for VAR. You allow play to go on while you do a check, right? And then Luton go score. Them can come out now and say, well, we do the check and it was a handball. What if the referee sit down there and look, the VAR referee look at the monitor and say, yo, say a handball, backside them score. Your ref, it's a handball, no. But if you pull it back, you take a goal from Luton. At Luton, a game with them now win no game yet all year. So we are about to take away Luton's first opportunity to win a Premier League game for this handball. So here what? I'm going to say he never make himself big. And yeah, touch him on, but he never make himself big. I make it go on. That's what I feel. Tell me something wrong.
Big up Garfield. Liverpool went into this game totally disrespectful of Luton. They approached the game more arrogantly and without basic football principles. Don't agree that it was a handball because player back was turned. El Pistolero says, I have no excuse for Liverpool. We should have won this game. With the chances we get, Nunes has to do better. Boy, I would like someone put together the simple missed chances by one Mr. Nunes. What a brother for missed sitters.
Well, we already know that already, so that should have been no surprise.
I mean, I thought Liverpool, I think El Pistolero said something about Robertson being missed. Simicas crossing was not up to scratch. So, yep, Liverpool escape with that one. We want to big up this youth that play for Luton, who put in a shift. The man named Marvelous Nakamba. Jaja. Marvelous Nakamba. Those parents are named this brother Marvelous is something else. So he put a shift. Probably could have gotten a second yellow, but he definitely put a shift in. Regarding ballers and bugs, I felt also that Marco Silva should I get a bug of the week. Junior, Manchester United went to Fulham pick up a victory. Marco Silva and Fulham was very timid at Craven Cottage against a bug side. Your thoughts on this one for your team, Junior?
Look at Fulham's record this year and look at Fulham chances conversion. They are not scoring goals.
They're not scoring goals, but you don't sit off against a bug side at all.
What is a bug side? And Man U is prone to make mistakes. Look at what happened midweek against Newcastle. You think that wasn't in the back of Marco Silva's mind?
You don't sit off against a bug side and put IOB at the base of midfield.
All right. So press Manchester United then. Press them.
And Marcus Rashford sitting on the bench. Who you afraid of?
Press them. Let me say aside press Man U with Garnacho up on the left. Press them, man. Press them. If you don't have world-class defenders, press Man U only scores goals of counter-attacking. That's their only way. They cannot score.
And how did the sit-off work out for Fulham?
The goal coming at the 90 whatever minute and Fulham do have a big side. If that, look, Man U, win is a win. We said it from the start of the broadcast. Win is a win. I am not sitting here and pumping my fist and say, yeah, Manchester United win. Wait, no, we look horrible. We cannot. You have Iwobi and Summer Pirlo and one name Andres Pereira. A boss the midfield against Manchester United. Boss in the midfield. This is not 25 hard.
I won't be bossing anything in the same sentence. Because no, man cannot make a 10 meters pass accurately.
All right. And this is a big if Ten Hag had stayed committed to Anthony and did not put Pelestri on, Manchester United wouldn't get the goal. The goal came single-handedly off Pelestri's hard work. He won the ball on the right wing, pushed the ball down the end, won the ball the second time, and pushed it off to Bruno. Something we don't see Anthony do. So it's a big if, but Marco Silva could have felt like We are one lapse of concentration away from coming off with 1 point against Manchester United.
Joe Palinia decided to just hand the ball to Bruno for the goal. So
it's just one event. Manchester United over Boston. I'm not share that belief with you, better.
The round will wrap up with Chelsea versus Spurs tomorrow. Spurs the only undefeated team remaining in the EPL. You care to call this one? Pochettino has been talking a lot this week about returning to Spurs. I exactly don't know why. In fact, Pochettino should get a bug of the week for saying that the only two teams that he will never coach are Barcelona and Arsenal. Brother, those two teams don't want you to coach them. Junior, care to share any thoughts on this final round, final game in this round in the EPL?
If not now, when? For Chelsea. And if there is a perfect game where Tottenham can drop some points and still have the momentum going that they have going for the season, is this game. Is this game. I mean, Harry Kane isn't at Tottenham anymore. Pochettino comes back. Pochettino has been one of the most successful coaches in Tottenham history, in recent history. Blah 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 blah. This just feel like Chelsea should come out and dominate, but then Tottenham might get them 4-0.
Nah, man, Tottenham's supposed to. You can't put in your hard work and then lose to this side, that side. Tottenham should continue the run. I mean, Angie spoke at length at his pre-match presser and imploring, I guess, management, the transfer window they're going to need, something that you have spoken about, said they're going to need some reinforcement. So,
yes.
3 p.m. tomorrow. Other football news, football family, Dortmund, 11 games in a row since last time Dortmund defeated Bayern Munich in the league is 2018. Junior, is this even a classicer anymore? 4-0 they pick up.
No, I remember I put in the chat like that, try and wait up and say which game I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch Dortmund versus Bayern on the big screen. I'm gonna watch Arsenal versus Newcastle and watch it on my phone. So I said no, I watch Dortmund and Bayern because they at least expect a better game. And within 3 minutes, I said, no, sir, the Dortmund I watch more of this. Come back Arsenal, that one. Because it was just no competition. Dortmund's approach to the game is what you were asking Marcus Silva to do to Man U. And they just had it all wrong. I don't know why them said about to press, they're going to attack Bayern. I don't know why them do it. Because you just leave acres of land behind you where Sane and Kane just run riot. Run riot against them. And the sledgehammer. Even after all of this, even after Bayern still having 100% record, them haven't lost a game. They are still not top in the German Bundesliga. Let's say it again. Bundesliga is the best league in the world.
Bayern Munich, I didn't.
All right, that means that BM's Bundesliga is one of the most boring leagues in Europe.
Bayern Munich tied 2 games, whereas Leverkusen sitting at the summit just tied a single game. So Leverkusen on 28 points, Bayern Munich in second on 26 points. So, it is what it is. I think you always said like the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Bayern Munich will beat Dortmund. I mean, black and yellow family, I just saw it go. Good luck. Good luck to Dortmund will impress in some games, but this game they're not ready. 11 games unbeaten run in this their Klassiker for Bayern Munich. All right, Copa Libertadores, Fluminense champion of South America. Family, me tired of this Brazil domination of South American football. Nobody else can win.
Yo, stop your foolishness. Anyway, let me tell you something. This was one of the funniest football games I've ever watched. From Cavani not wanting to strike Me never see a man turn back the ball so much time yet. I wonder what the Cavani. Like I said, no, this is not the Cavani when me know. And the first time I see Cavani play in a while, I said, wait, Cavani get a breakaway 1-on-1. I said, no, box him back here, man. I said, oh, to the man there. What is this? And then what name? Gonzo. A man, me don't remember the brother name. Headbutt Gonzo. And then jaw corner right us up. But it bloop, I headbutt Gonzo. And the referee say, yo, VAR, what? A VAR said, nothing happened, keep playing. I said, what the backside I go on? How kind of football game this? I say Marcelo a play. And I say Felipe Melo a play. And I say, wait, a Masters League. I wait for see if Riquelme come out in a Boca jersey. And I say Cavani. I say my little boy that play left back. I name Barco. Barco is he's the most attacking left back I've seen in a long time. People, let me tell you something. If you haven't seen this game, watch this game in its entirety. And this is a kicker. No, two kickers. When the brother from Boca scored, I think the Boca goal. Yeah, I think it came off a non-call for Fluminense. No, what happened was a Fluminense player,
Avin Colia.
Yeah, but what happened? Fluminense had a player that was off for treatment for like the last 3 minutes. No matter try to come up on the field. And when you look at the Boca goal, the brother up on the winger said, so like man look at the referee and said, yo, let me in. And then the commentator said, the referee is obviously not letting the player in because he thinks he's trying to do time wasting. And right on the man said, boom, goal. I say, yo, no, this thing rigged. I said, no, this rigged. They were trying everything to make Boca win. And this is the ultimate kicker. When Kennedy scored the goal in a overtime, first of all, it's a rotted goal the man scored. A rotted goal. The brother remember who dropped it back to him. And man crank it from the 18, from right into the 18. And the man scored. He scored this goal. Him run go all the way behind the next goal. Go dance with the Fluminense fans them, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? When the man come back on the field, referee said, come here. Second yellow card, red card, come on. I say, oh, I want the backside me I watch. I say, wait. I say, ref, the man that take off his shirt and nothing. Why you get the man a second yellow card for?
Big up to Fluminense. First Copa Libertadores title in their history. So big up. This youth, Andre Trinidad de Santos, the number 7, or it's the Neto. The youth is a player. Nice little player.
Baller.
He might be, so every player who look good in South America is rumored to move in somewhere else. So
I think that changing, you don't get the vibe like that changing now.
I hope it is, but I am not so sure. I mean, the financial landscape of things, you can't really compete with the money turn up in Europe and maybe South America, maybe Saudi Arabia, with their money paid probably be another place. But this youth, Andre is a baller, general. Marcelo, what? 25th title, 25 titles for him. So.
BM said, remember when Gonzo was supposed to be the next big thing with Neymar? Gonzo just never lives up to the hype. Boy, I will never forget that. I will never forget that Gonzo Neymar sweepstakes and the two of them fathers, I believe. I think Gonzo's father is his agent as well.
Yeah.
And Neymar's father, when Barcelona and Real Madrid were fighting for the two of them, and Neymar was the only one that buckled late in the transfer window, and Gonzo said, nope, may I wait one more transfer window. that the one more never come back.
I mean, he's done quite well for himself. I'm sure he's made some money, and he's supposed to, if him deal with it properly, he's supposed to be good. So,
But remember, is what he could have been. And it's the same thing in Kaka year. He had a baller named Alex. When Kaka went to the Olympics, the captain of Brazil was Alex, one balling midfielder, short
Yeah, man,
midfielder,
I remember
baller.
Alex because he was outstanding in the U20 level, but
Yes.
nothing not come of it. Yeah, Brazil,
Nothing.
you know. You're a general and then something happen and you have to try to make your money as you can.
Yep.
But big up, congrats to Fluminense, first Copa Libertadores title. Junior, we forgot to give a bug of the week to the American president of Botafogo. We saw that video with John
Lord
Texter.
of mercy.
John Texter, Botafogo, was leading 2-0 against Palmeiras. And Palmeiras with Hendrick came back and won the game. And the American Mr. John Texter said the thing corrupt, the cook up. And he went on this rant, talking about Arteta rant. That's the next level.
Yo, the man on the field, and the man said, "It is not your fault, players. It's not your fault. You guys did well. But this right here, has to stop." I said, yo, that brother I want dead.
Yeah, man. Ballon d'Or awardees this week, Junior. Bonate and Lionel Messi picked up the awards as expected.
No surprise.
You know, no surprise. But one big up to the magnificent Jamaican Bun, who finished 24th. Junior, where's the pot cover, family?
I try to find the pot cover, brother. The pot cover field me.
So we not care about who won the title, but we have to give Bun a shout out. Big up to Bun, Khadija Bonishaw, finishing 24th in the Ballon d'Or, Junior. Silence. She finished ahead of Sophia Smith, so that's an achievement. Anything, Junior. The IBM says 24, not even topped. I would have money. Yo, I know go easy now, man. Alright, big up to Bunny Shaw, 24. And Bunny had a assist there for Man City, as you know. So big up to Bunny Shaw. Go on, do your thing. Alright, let's pivot to Jamaican football and as we head home. JFF announced that Coach Xavier Gilbert will continue as the interim manager for the Reggae Girls. Of course, the man don't win a game yet, but he has earned the right to continue for the game in November 29th. And the game, Reggae Girls will play Panama November 29th. And it will wrap up against group games against Guatemala on December 3rd. Xavier Gilbert says when called to his country, he will serve. He said he hasn't given a thought about taking on this role long term. Junior, your thoughts on what you have seen from Mr. Gilbert so far?
With the competition in mind, I like what I'm seeing from the output for the girls, from the output of the replacement girls. I don't like the appointment. I don't like the way the appointment happened. I don't like the pass that going on. But one cannot help but dream. If you take the best out of what you've seen over the last two games and supplement with the team that went to the World Cup and replace the best that you see in the last two games and make those additions to the World Cup team and take all the players that are legacy players, are players that didn't really produce up to a level that is comparison to what the best is, and have the same approach to the game. One can only wonder what Jamaican women football can look like. It would be a form of poetic justice though, because of the way how the appointment happened and how it kind of felt like the rug get pulled from under the whole organization and we're going into a different direction. But like the football they play. I really do. I really like the approach of the game. Them take the game to Panama in spurts. They took the game to Guatemala. So I like what I say, to be honest.
You know what? I've been on record say that Xavier Gilbert, with the failure at the youth level, shouldn't get this job. I mean, he has failed at youth 15, youth 17, youth 20 with the Reggae Girls. But he's been a part of the setup, right? He's been around this program, and he should know the ins and out of this program just like anybody else. So to that end, I will walk back my statement that he shouldn't get the job. I was hoping for somebody who can unleash this Reggae Girls pool of talent, you know, because none of part the bus thing. Players, you know, can play more, a coach who can play more expansive football, who can really, because there's a very talented group of players available. I don't think we're going to get that expansive coach, and so to that end, Xavier Gilbert is the next best thing, because again, his history around the club, or not around the club, his history around the organization, he's been a part of the setup, assistant coach, and have an intimate knowledge of the entire program. So it makes sense to appoint him. As you know, the bottom line is that he have to win football games. And the ultimate question is, once the big players or the big players make themselves available, how will he then set up this team? Because them look at players that play with against Panama and Guatemala, them are regular. Them players and I see when the stars them forward back. So that's the ultimate question.
All right, so you're right, but wouldn't it be more of a message if, look, Jamaica is the third best team in CONCACAF.
Not right? Currently.
Who is the third best team in CONCACAF?
Brother, you know, you're the man say the girls, which team is the third best team? The one where Gilbert play or the one them who not show?
No, it doesn't matter. Jamaica. When Jamaica play another team, the boys say this is the third best team in CONCACAF play.
No, I don't agree. This Jamaica team that Gilbert work with can't beat Mexico. And
until them prove that.
All right.
Fine. But if I am Gilbert, I'm going to say we have the third best team in CONCACAF. Regardless of who we have out there, the jersey, who is wearing the jersey is the third best team in CONCACAF. I would look at the players, the exiled players, if we want to call them the exiled players. I look at them and say, look now, we know so we can't beat America and Canada, even with Uno in the side. So if we have to rebuild it, we'll rebuild it. We don't can beat America and Canada. Uno can forward back and play with us if you want, and let us maintain our third ranking. If not, go about to the business. Me have my side, but we go build a thing. But this, we have to balance it out. GFF is a crab circle shop. We completely understand that, and there's no debate there. But there has to be something has to be said about the player power within this organization. And if the organization was running right, would the players be trying to throw their power around like this? I believe they would. And I believe that would have been even a bigger problem. I believe, will I hear say, oh, who want to fly first class, or who wants to stay a 5-star hotel, or who want this, if the organization was up running a little bit better. So we have to come to an understanding that let's start over, bygones with bygones. Me are the new coach. Make me deal with GFF. Any problems you have with GFF, you come to me and tell me, and me have your back. But the player coach respect have to be there. So me know why you're not bother. Me not consulting on for this. No, me a coach. I am paid to coach you. So just work with the program. If you not work with the program, what about your business? We'll have to balance out the thing, mental. If we're going to move forward, we'll have to balance out the thing. Because trust me, we are all human beings. If the girls win, you think GFF bad? You might hear so offer to a partner draft, so just so we can have a team for go up and Texas go play one game. Just say it.
The world BM says the World Cup girls may not return for the November window. I just want to see good football. Can't bother with the constant passa. Do you think Lauren is generally a park to bus coach, or he had no choice during the World Cup? Junior, you're willing to say goodbye to the great Bonnie and Swaby sisters.
No.
Players behave the way they do because JFF cannot be professional to save their lives. So this is a lot of things going on. Big up to all the foundations who support the football. Reggae Girls Foundation, Mali, football is roots, Della Mali. In normal circumstances, I would say that players should not dictate who coach a team. You have administrators, that's their job to appoint or select a coach, and subsequently that manager then select his or her squad. It does never seem like normal situation with the Reggae Girls. I think there's a middle ground somewhere. Maybe this is a political answer. I heard Dalton went going around, and General Secretary Dalton went going around doing the interviews, saying that money owed has been paid, or most of it to some extent, to paraphrase. So you have these other underlying issues that if it's coming back to monetary issues, you're going to have the same problem with another set of players down the road. So Xavier Gilbert can build a squad right now, and then 2 years is the same problem because of monetary issues. Because nobody now going to play a ball game for free. You see me I deal with? So they have a very talented group of ladies. And them need to figure out a way. And Dennis Strong, not Dalton with Dennis Strong, the gents. It might as well Dalton, thank you, BM. Might as well Dalton win the stay in the gen sec position because
there's no change.
Dennis Strong has not improved the thing. I expected a lot more from Dennis, but other than doing interviews, no improvement. And the interviews that he does is like a whole heap of circle thing and no sense, no conclusive answers can be gathered from his statements and his comments. I am convinced that the Reggae Girls will qualify for the inaugural CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup. Actually, it would be a shame to not qualify for that tournament. So these games coming up in November and December are big games. So if Xavier Gilbert, I suspect Xavier Gilbert must have built a close relationship with the players because he's been part of the setup for so long. And to that end, if he's the next man, then work with it. I hopefully he can play some expansive football and unleash his players because this team is too talented for just a park bus and a hope like Manchester United not to lose. Junior, other football news regarding JFF. It was announced recently that presidential election will be in January. It was supposed to happen in September, but it got moved. The board met and they set a date in January. I think it's January 14. BM can correct me. Raymond Anderson versus Michael Ricketts. I can't say I'm excited about any other two candidates, but it is what it is. I expect Michael Ricketts to win, to be re-elected, and it's par for the course.
Simple. It's par for the course. So let's just continue on this hamster wheel.
But before we go on, I want to big up Dennis Chong, Okosa Chong and Mount Pleasant. You can't go, man. Big up Firehouse. Firehouse can 2 wins on the chart in the Jamaican Premier League. Big up to Firehouse. But Okosa Chong, it was good to see him scoring again scoring football goals. So big up yourself, you. Good to see him. The transfer didn't work out, so good to see him back on the grass and scoring some goals. Hopefully he can. You remember that time when we were all excited for Okosa Chung being the man leading the line for Jamaica, brother?
But he never get him chance. We always sit on there waiting for that chance. And he never get a chance. And, you know, you can't kill the Jamaican coaches at the time. Who was the coach at the time? Whitmore. You can't kill Whitmore at the time because Chug left the island, went overseas, and unfortunately that run didn't work out, right? So that probably shows that he still have more growth left in the game that need to happen before he can become an international striker. So I hate to say it, but we cannot look at the Jamaican Premier League then as a breeding ground for players to the next level. You can't do it. We can't. We can't point to any recent player that said, here's an example of the Jamaican Premier League creating a product that is producing at the next level. When is the last player that we have like that? So
me have to dig through.
Yeah, I mean, you might have a player that went to another club and is by way of the Jamaica Premier League, but directly from JPL. Because Trevante Stewart.
Very good.
The jury's still out, BM. Jury's still out, BM.
Trevante Stewart in the Scudetto with Celertina.
Jeremy, it's a toughie.
And Jeremy and Samuel said toughie, and yeah, the money and Joe. But Trevante Stewart, I mean, good luck to him. But all right, regarding Trevante Stewart in the Scudetto, Regin, for leave, yeah, go all the way to Italy for go play ball is a whole nother adjustment, in a brother.
Yes,
it's
I agree.
A whole nother adjustment. There's a language barrier. There's no ackee and saltfish and mama dumpling sort of deal. Now some pizza and pasta and all them little things there. So it will take time.
Right.
It will take time.
What we said, the jury's still out. But hopefully, he can be one that says, because that's what we want now, you know. What we want right now is we want to have a local pipeline where the players can develop and say ready for going on the national side. Right? We need that. We need that infrastructure to be in place to be competitive.
Yeah, I was optimistic about and I'm checking Celertina's lineup to see if Trevante was in the setup. If he did get any minutes, he did get some minutes. So Trevante Stewart is getting minutes in the Scudetto. So you know, good luck, brother. Good luck. Good luck for him to keep getting some minutes. Before we go my way, schoolboy football, Woolmans, you said drop out of the Morning Cup, right?
A Premier League ball watch, man.
Yo, Clarendon College is definitely the standard bearer. Jeremy and Samuel say you have to go back to get Teagat Davis days. Clarendon College is the standard bearer in the Costa Cup. Hopefully Dintil can pull it off this year. I mean, the Fortis brother them and Casey Jr., is this the year that Craig Butler and Mona win the Morning Cup, family?
Well, but I put it past him, but it's to me for sentimental reasons. Big up Mario Swaby. His son is playing for Kingston College, and the youth is a baller. So me right now, I support KC. My brother Mario Swaby from prep school days. His son, I follow them footsteps play for KC and a ball on the place.
Yeah, but
and KC is in the quarterfinals.
From Whisper left KC, them look like a shadow of themselves, brother.
But them in the quarterfinals though, don't it?
Yeah, them did it, but I mean, come on. You know, so
them have a chance.
The money long, you know. Pay buyout.
Them have a chance.
Morning Cup quarterfinal action coming up this week, and also Doncaster Cup quarterfinal. Good luck to Clarendon College, Glenmuir, and the entire Manchester Cornwall College, big up in itself. Big up to the Cornwall College General them. Before we go my yard, pick out the games this week in Champions League Junior. PSG versus Milan on Tuesday. Your thoughts on any one of these Champions League games, upcoming games this week, Tuesday, Champions League football on Wednesday?
Yo, Milan, that game, Pulisic and company, them have to show up that game. The egg with them lay the last time they played PSG, they have forgot that egg they have to give bird, man. That bird they have to crack the egg and fly. They can't go lay one next egg.
Yeah, because they're sitting at the bottom in the group.
It worse than
both games.
It worse than sitting at the bottom, mental. This is a big bad Milan and PSG, and you laid such an egg against PSG. You make Killy run through you like that. No, man. People look out for that game, watch that game. I think that is must-see TV. I think Milan were fouled with blood and water in them eye. That game to be at a big game. Big game.
Big football game. That game is on Tuesday, 3 p.m. on a Champions League football game. We'll keep an eye on coming up this week. We are get ready for go my yard. It's great to be back. Big up to all the people them on the continent. Big up, thanks for the love them show. Junior, respect holding it down, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, before we go, I have to get your thoughts on this. There are reports coming out of England. Big up to Backheel at backheel.com and other sources saying that Chelsea's manager Emma Haynes is gonna be the one taking over the U.S. women's national team. Junior, that's CONCACAF. That's high quality managerial running in. She's one of the top. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, the US has skirted by the last couple of coaching cycles with average coaches. I think after Pierre Sue, whatever she was, Pierre Sue, what she was name? The woman who coached Brazil,
Pierre, right? She coached, yeah.
After she, I think the US they have been spoiled because somebody in the Soccer Federation recognized that we are bigger, stronger, faster. Right? We have bigger, stronger, faster players. All we want is a manager to come in and make the woman them feel good and feel happy playing with each other, and them can win some games, right? Now that the world has caught up to America, now the USA have to open them purse strings and quote-unquote purse string, because that is a big stipulation in how this manager is going to be appointed, because there's word that she have to get paid equally as Berhalter or she not take the job. But now that the world has caught up with America, now that America has some bug ballers, now you need a real coach to come in and implement a system and go out there and play some ball, right? So I think they are drawing for probably, arguably, the best female club coach in the world right now. I think she wins 6 coach of the year out of the last 8 years or 9 years or something like that. Some crazy stat like that. So they're really striking for the best. Now, how does the Americans adjust to her style? We don't know. God, this can be a match made in heaven or a match made in hell. But we will see.
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. You have high quality talent. You have, and you're trying to, because as many of us have said during the Women's World Cup, we felt like the world has closed the gap immensely on the U.S. women's national team. Of course, the standard bearer in the space. And they got eliminated in the round of 16, and they did not play any good football at the World Cup. So this would be a huge statement to the group of players that you're serious about this thing and you want to get back to the summit, want to get back on top. Emma Hayes is one of the best, if not the best, manager in women's football space. The pedigree speaks for itself. BM says, I thought Lorna was going to get the job. Why BM I drink liquor, you know? BM I drink liquor, you know. Yeah, big up to my brethren, Lorne. Big up to my brethren, Lorne. But them okay, I look a bit further than my brethren. Yo, I hit that, you know. Time for we go, my way hard. Time for go. Champions League football coming up this week. Milan versus PSG. Good luck to the Rossonerians. We have... Nobody don't care about the look of idiot game, no, brother. Nobody care about. Connect with us on Facebook at Ballchat. We're on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast. We're on Twitter or X. It's not Twitter anymore. Junior, we need to update the thing. We're on X at Ballchat1. You can email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. Yo, Clarendon College, you know, make somebody else win the Costa Cup now? Gone, I run the family.